Hello. Hi, Chandan. How are you?
Hi, Namita. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thank you so much.
Wonderful. I want you to just briefly give me an introduction so that I know your problem areas and where you're facing issues. And why was there a need? Is there any specific reason why you want to improve your English?
Yeah, well, as you know, my name is Chandan, is a student, and professionally, I'm a web designer. Where and
All right.
so I have to deal with the international clients where I need some difficulty while communication.
Hmm.
It may be the accent, it may be some vocabulary, and some of the slangs, idioms,
Hmm.
phrases. So
Hmm.
these are the hurdles. It happens
Right.
while communicating with my clients.
Right.
Yeah,
So see,
so that's why I
grammatically,
joined.
yes,
Yeah.
thank you. So grammatically, I feel that you are not very off. So the basics of your grammar and your sentence structures are fine. The problem area that I can understand is you pointed that out correctly that there is an accented issue, but your accent is also not that thick. Where are you originally from, if you can tell me?
I'm from Jharkhand.
Okay. So usually I've dealt with a lot of people who are coming from Jharkhand and they have that accent. But the problem is not the accent. The problem is that there is a accentuated pronouncement of certain words. The
Hmm,
accent
hmm,
itself is not a problem.
yes.
So I would say that you have to understand certain modalities about pronouncing, right? So for that you have to understand, since you are also dealing with western customers or international clientele, what you can do is you can start watching and following some shows and
Yeah,
repeating.
I keep following these shows, but these have the
Yeah,
limitations.
no,
Like,
but I want you to repeat the dialogues in the way that you
okay,
say it and record it. That's an
okay,
exercise that
okay.
you can do. Okay, so
Yes, okay, okay.
here use subtitles and compare yourself and how you're saying it. See, I if i
Okay.
if i if I talk to you, some of the words I can point out, but major pointing out can only be done by your ear. Once you start
Yes.
understanding how the other person is pronouncing it and how you're pronouncing it, use the subtitles, record yourself, and then hear the thing that the person is saying and see
Okay,
the
that's
difference between
beautiful.
the two.
Great,
Okay, so
great.
that's a small tip that I'll give you for your own use in daily life.
Yes.
Now, but the more that you talk, see, there's no problem in comprehension. You understand everything that I say and you respond to it also. So there's no
Yeah.
comprehension issues. I want you to not have an issue with your accent at all. Don't try to change it, I would say.
Yeah. I don't try to
Not at
imitate.
all.
Yeah. I just
No,
want to be
don't try to
original. What
imitate.
I,
Yeah,
yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I would say that the best thing is just to very strong words, certain very extreme pronunciations that you can curb by listening to yourself
Hmm.
on record regularly
Hmm.
and
Okay.
correcting what you're mispronouncing to an extent which might be a little too off. That's about it.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's have a continuous flow, and I want you to talk at a stretch now. I'll give you one topic. Today's topic is exercise. Okay, so
Yeah.
I'll give you one question, and I want you to talk at length without stopping.
Today topic is something about the machine. I guess
Uh,
so.
Somehow I have some other PDF attached to
Uh,
your.
the yeah, yeah. Topic of the day is technology and robots.
I think we have a different file then. No problem. Technology and
No, no
robots. I
problem.
think you already have an understanding about technology and IT. So let's talk
Yeah.
about that. I want you to talk about the emerging field of AI or what you know about artificial intelligence. And I want you to
Yeah.
expand on it.
Yeah.
So there is a introduction, there's the base content, and there's a conclusion. So I want you to give a short sort of speech on this AI introduction, and I want you to
Hmm.
give it extempore. Don't think about it too much. If it's correct,
Yeah. Yeah.
also if it's incorrect, doesn't matter. But it
Yeah.
has to have a
Uh,
starting, it has to have a middle, and it
yes.
has to have an ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. As we know, we are dependent on the machines. Day by day, machines technology has been increasing, and the artificial intelligence is the new level of the machine. So, what is that? What is this? It is like who understand the humans' feelings and who understand more deeply to humans' behavior. As
Right.
before, we do have the machine, but we do not have the control like the humans. Or take an example, now we are adapting that kind of AI in our day-to-day daily life. Take an example of a device called Alexa. We command we give the orders, and that device is doing the same what you want. You have the thought, and you just put that thought and in the form of command, and that device is doing. So day by day we are improving that machines in the form of AI. And hopefully in the coming, I think in most of the countries they are using some kind of robots who is performing same as the humans, but it is not haven't started in India. But if you see the technology in the Japan and the USA, then you will find there are a lot of robots who is very qualified AI, and behaving all the things that we humans do. And I think this is a boon of our day-to-day life, and it will change the new revolution of our new world. Yeah, so I totally agree with that new technology.
Yeah, so what you've done is you have spoken, you have given an introduction, you've given a mid sentence, and you've given an ending. That's perfect. So you understand how to express, okay, in a broader sense. But what I saw from your speech was that, one, you are mixing up singulars and plurals a lot. You, once you listen to this part of speech, once you listen to this recording, I would say write down exactly what you said, word by word, on a piece of paper. Okay, word by word, and then form structured sentences. One page of whatever you've said, turn the page around and write full complete sentences of what exactly your thought was. So what happens is that you're not forming full sentences. You're not, so there is a subject, there's a predicate. Every sentence is a subject and a predicate. Okay, what is the subject? I am, he is, she is, they are, it is. Okay, that's the subject. Anything that happens or something that makes something happen is the subject of the sentence. And the predicate is whatever happens to it. Okay, so say, I am born in 1990. Okay, so what is the subject? I am is the subject. I am the subject. I am the subject. And what is the predicate? I was born in 1990. Was born in 1990. So any simple sentence would be subject and predicate. The key is that subject always comes before the predicate. Okay. So first the subject comes, then the predicate. Okay. So if I say Chandan is a web designer. Okay. So what is the subject here? Chandan.
Yeah, Chandan. Yeah.
Okay. What is the predicate? Is a web designer.
Web designer. Yeah.
Chandan wants to learn English. So Chandan is the subject, wants to learn English is the predicate. Chandan has international clients. So Chandan is the subject and has international clients is the predicate. Okay. Perfect. Now there are three simple sentences. These are three simple sentences, one subject, one predicate, one subject, predicate. Right? Now I want to join these three sentences so that I have a flow of thought. How do you join them? Any two simple sentences are joined by conjunctions. Okay, what is the conjunction? And, if, but, or. These small words, what they do is they make two simple ideas, their relationship, it tells the relationship between the two simple sentences. So there's a subject predicate, there's another subject and predicate, there's another. So how will I say these three sentences? In a complex, if I want to make a complex sentence using multiple conjunctions or two conjunctions in this thing, how will I do it? You make the sentence. What are the three sentences? Repeat the simple sentences first with me. Chandan is a web designer.
Web designer. Chandan has an international client. Yeah, Chandan is a web designer. Chandan has a web international client. And the third one is Chandan.
Chandan wants to learn English.
Yeah, Chandan wants to learn English. Yeah.
Now you have to join these three. Yeah. So what will we say? Chandan is a web designer.
Web designer, and he wants to learn English
because he has international clients. Okay. So what you've done is that you have taken three different thoughts. You've understood the relationship between the three thoughts. You don't need any fillers because you already understood the relationship. Right? Yes. So what it does is that it gives you that break that you need.
Yeah.
Right? That
it gives a problem like to build a sentence. Like I have a thought, and I'm not able to Yeah, I'm not able to structure in the right way, but you
Right.
given that very fantastic method to
So
use this. Yeah.
this is ultimately this is going to ultimately help you because you
Okay.
understand everything,
Yes.
but you don't have that structure to
Yes.
put it. Okay. So
Yes. Yes. Exactly.
so reduce every thought that you have in a simple sentence with a structure and a
Okay.
predicate. If there are multiple
Okay.
subjects, so break them down.
Mm,
Break them down.
okay.
So you talk about AI, you talk about countries, you talk about, so all of these are subjects and predicates. They're all mixing up in your mind. Okay. So have a clear
Okay.
mind and always form simple sentences, then conjunct them to the next simple sentence. Okay. So
Perfect.
now we are
Yeah.
talking about AI.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you give me three simple sentences on AI. Three simple
Um.
sentences.
Yeah.
AI is a emerging technology.
Yeah.
What is the
Emergent
subject and
technology.
what is the
Yeah.
subject and
AI.
predicate?
The
AI is the
AI.
subject.
Yes,
And
and
what is the
the
predicate?
technology. The emerging technology.
Is an emerging technology.
Yes.
Okay? So you have
Yes.
subject and predicate. Second sentence,
Yes.
Alexa is in every home.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the second sentence.
Yeah.
So what is the subject?
Alexa and predict
Is in
is
in
every home.
is in
Okay.
every home. Okay,
Is in every
so
home.
this becomes
Yes.
subject predicate. Now I want you to
Yes.
join these two sentences, the relationship between these two sentences in your mind, you have to understand, and then use that perfect conjunction and join these two
Okay.
sentences.
Okay.
Use it and
Uh,
tell me.
yeah. First of all, the AI, artificial intelligence, is the new technology of our new world,
Hmm.
and we can see an example that we are using at our home that we call Alexa is doing the same
Right, but
example.
you
Yeah.
have expressed it, right? So
Yes. Yes.
now, but I would still tell you, use the exact sentences that I'm telling you to use so that you understand the structure first. So
Yes. Yes.
what is the exact sentence that I used? You want to add on
Uh,
to it, that's correct, but first
yes.
understand the structure. Don't try to embellish it first. Don't try to put
Yes.
the paint first before putting the foundation. First put the
Yes.
foundation
Exactly.
and then paint over it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what is the
Yeah.
foundation?
Alexa is
AI
in every home. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
AI
First one.
is
Yeah.
a AI is a emergent
New,
technology.
emergent technology. Yeah.
Okay, AI is an emergent technology of 21st century. Say, let's put it like that.
Yes.
AI is an
Yes.
emergent technology. What is the second sentence? Alexa is in every home.
Yes.
What is the relationship between the two, and what is the one conjunction that you have to, only one? Don't use multiple conjunctions. Just use one conjunction. What is it? Identify it.
Um, it's an and it's a it's example as a, like an example. I cannot use something like an example of
Yeah.
AI.
So what would connect these two sentences? The perfect
Uh,
word. Think about it. You know
yeah, I'm
it.
just thinking. I'm just
Yeah.
thinking. It's not coming out actually.
It will.
Yeah, and I can use and see the Alexa, which is
And can be one, but
uh,
think of a more appropriate,
uh,
because and is not conveying the thing that you want to
yeah.
convey,
I
right?
agree with that, but the right suitable word is not coming out from right now at the moment.
Think about it again.
So I
say
just
say the sentence first. If you say the sentence, it will come out. What is the sentence?
okay. Uh, yeah, the AI
Simple
is the
sentence.
new AI is the new emergent technology of 21st century, and Alexa is in every home.
So now you used and in while talking. Don't use and right now. Just state
Okay,
the two sentences alone.
yeah. The second one
Okay.
the is Alexa is it in every home. Okay,
Yeah. Say it again.
so
Say the two sentences again.
um, AI is the new emergent technology of 21st century, and I'm sorry, I may use it and sorry, the
No
Alexa
problem.
is in every home.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
expand on what relationship it is.
Um, uh, it's the example of that AI. It's a small. It's a what I'm trying to connect in just one word that we call
What
a
is it?
conjunction.
Hmm.
So it's not coming out actually. It would
So
be
you can
a
say, Okay, I'll give you the
Yeah,
example.
yeah, yeah.
This might be a bit tough. So I can say, AI is the emergent technology of the 21st century, as Alexa is in every home,
Yes,
right?
yes,
So
yes, yeah.
I'll give you examples like this, but I would say that read more on conjunctions and use of conjunctions. That's going to be the key for you, because more
Yeah.
prepositions, that more conjunctions you know, the more that you will be able to build those relationships and understand those complex
You know,
relationships between
very
subject
good
and verb.
example. Like just two sentences, I have to say a lot, multiple.
Yeah.
Like I have to, I said like 3, 4 lines
Hmm.
just to understand that two line.
Right.
Really, that is
So
a
this
great
this
thing.
will, yeah, so this will really help you out. This is the thing that is going to change the way that you express. You have to understand uh, prepositions, and you have to understand conjunctions, okay,
Yes,
and how to use them. Because is also one way to use it,
yes,
okay,
yes,
as, because, but,
yes.
so,
Mm.
okay.
We
Now I
never
want to,
use understand the value of those words. We use
yeah,
wherever we feel comfortable. We use that word,
right.
but
So
we
that's
never
not,
use the right position. Yeah.
but you'll only do it once you exercise more. So have these
Yes.
subjects and predicates, have simpler sentences, understand relationships between simple sentences and what you're trying to say. Okay,
Yes.
so
Yes.
go today, have a longer session next time. If you want to
Yes.
have it
Yes.
with me, or you want to have it with anybody, no
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Have a longer session so that you're able to do these exercises with the person and tell the other person that I need help with conjunctions and
Conjunction.
making
Yeah.
complex sentences next
And
time.
I must say how sharply you observe, that is really phenomenal. Like most of the
I'm
teachers
glad.
did not it.
And no,
That's
no,
why you are the lawyer. That
no,
is why you are the lawyer.
that's very kind of you. I have spoken to a lot of people who are from Jharkhand, and they're facing
Okay.
exactly this kind of problem, because their
Okay.
comprehension is perfect, their English is right. They struggle with accent, but most people focus on accent so much that they forget that
They forget the
the
basic
problem
for
is not
understand.
the problem is not the accent. The problem is that they are not understanding how to join complex sentences. Okay, that's a,
Exactly. Yeah.
so don't be afraid of your accent. Work on your conjunctions and your expression and your vocabulary. Vocabulary
First, we
also
should know
you,
the problem that
hmm,
I knew just now.
right.
That is
Yeah,
the thing. Yeah, that is
that's
important.
perfect. And do, and your problem with your fillers, na, that will go away also. Because once you understand
Mm.
relationships between sentences, you don't need to buy that time. You don't need to buy
Yes.
time by filling words, yes,
Yes.
and you don't have to say that, because you understand relationships. You know
Yes.
how to
Exactly.
think in English then,
Yes.
right?